Where did we start with Bloodstock? Because we did that, what, 4 years ago, 5 years ago?
I think it's 3 years ago.
Yeah, so the first time we did Metal to the Masses was in 2018.
In Glasgow.
Yeah, in Glasgow, when it was 5 rounds.
I guess there was loads of rounds in that one, wasn't there?
Yeah, 5 rounds. We got to the semi-final that time.
Same as that time.
Yeah, and you had a bit of an accident, didn't you? After the
Yeah, I died. So.
Yeah, you just about died. And then that,
I'm trying to recall. Did I play the semis?
You played the semi and sat on the chair.
So was I on the chair? I was on the Zen frame for that.
Banana that saved your life that night.
Sorry?
I think it was a banana that saved your life that night.
Oh, I came off stage and I was like...
You banana or something, didn't you?
Yeah, I was
Totally
all
crashed,
jitters.
yeah.
It was total jitters. Aye, but that was the first time round, so literally a car crash.
So yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so you had a car crash after the quarterfinals. Yeah, that's mad.
So yeah, it was 3 years. So the first one was in Glasgow.
Yeah.
And as you said, it was like
We got the semis.
5 rounds, and we got to the semis.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a lot of rounds in that one. And then I think was it the year after? Then they were like they're going to do one in Dundee.
No, it was post lockdown.
Yeah,
so
we went to
this is
Yeah.
our 3rd year, and we did it last year. It was the second time because of the midweek situation and travelling and having 9 to 5 jobs and not wanting any of us to crash into the back of a bus again. We decided
we'll get a miss.
We'll give it a miss. But because they changed the format of it and the earlier rounds are now on our front doors, we're like, okay, well that's better for our health as it were and our jobs and things like that. So we give it another go the last 2 years. So last year, what do you remember about last year?
Going in semis again.
Yeah, pretty much like that. But that seemed to be the kind of pattern that we were stuck in, that we would always get to the semi-finals, whether it was Glasgow or it was Dundee. And so we always knew we could get to that point, but it was a case of obviously just
Getting over that.
pushing it,
going that one extra step.
Going that one extra step to get to the final, which we did. So
because last year was catalysis winning that, of course.
Rightly so.
Yeah, right.
yeah,
So,
there was.
they were
I
on
mean,
top.
it was pretty much.
They really were.
Yeah. I mean, I no, unfortunately, I couldn't go to the final, but we've seen them.
It's all right, the 3 of us were.
Yeah, you know, it's fine. But yeah, just because obviously we were in the. Were we in the final? No, semi-final with.
When the semi-final with catalysis.
Yeah, with who else? I'm trying to remember who else it was.
India Cup? Or not India Cup.
Colonel Fest.
Colonel Fest,
Were they in the semis or were they?
I think they were first round. I can't remember who was in the semis now.
No, it's a
Go Boy? That's what they were on one of them. I don't know, it was the first round or something. There was Breakfast as well. I think Breakfast was in both rounds this year, weren't they?
Anyway, my point was Catalysis were clearly standing out.
Yeah.
In terms of us as a band, I was like, in terms of the kind of whittling down the competition, and I was like, I can see like Catalysis definitely going through. That's the ones that we need to watch, kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's reassuring in a way to go out to the eventual winners.
Yeah.
You're like, say, well, you know what? See, if we'd lost to someone that just kind of went out like a bit of a damn squib in the final, then we'd be like,
you'd be like,
that's kind of annoying. Yeah. But you know what? Nah,
But we were defeated by the winners.
Smashed it, like.
So we came second.
Yeah, technically we did something.
Spurred us on. Yeah.
But,
So losers bracket.
So, moving on to this year then, I guess, what do you think has made the difference this year? Why do you think we've stepped up a gear?
Us?
How do you think we stepped up a gear and got to the final this year?
I think we just worked harder.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we really have. It's
We've
been
put a lot of rehearsal in this year.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
we've upgraded a lot of things, like getting it in your monitor system.
Yeah,
I think
I
has
was
helped us
gonna
a
say,
lot.
yeah.
It feels tighter since we've started. That's the first time I've ever used any of your monitors, and that feels a lot tighter to me.
Yeah,
except for tonight's rehearsal. Whereas I might as well just went to my bed. With somebody just as good.
Those wandering fingers, eh? Give a B-sign language direction.
Yeah, but overall, I think that's been a big boost to our game. Like I say, it feels a lot tighter since that, and I think we just helped out in a lot more rehearsal.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think the Indian Monitors obviously was a really good shout, and it has made us tighter just because we can hear each other better and clearer and everything like that. But at the same time, I do genuinely believe that we become more tight knit as well.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think some of that comes down to obviously you having your big break with the COVID situation and stuff, where we had gigs lined up, and we knew that you weren't going to be there. So there was a lot of kind of stress panicking in there, just kind of like saying, we need to play these gigs, but we have no singer. So
there was a lot of let's get 2 practices 2 days before a gig just to like bash through this.
I mean, we probably went quite overboard on practice. We probably didn't need quite as much practice as we should, but we were really panicking that we wouldn't be able to pull it off.
And we'd never been in that situation either.
But
you'd always been there. You'd always been an integral part, like you are. So the fact that you weren't able to join us, we were like, right, we need to still give like a Volcano X performance like we do. But without the main linchpin, without you. So actually, obviously, luckily GP was able to take up the vocals.
So basically what you're saying is, we stopped riding on Norrie's coattails. Started pulling our weight.
Actually started working.
Is that why I lost weight then?
The dragons
are But no, seriously though, it was kind of it was a case of, you know, we just had to kind of make it work, and we did, like says, we were in the studio more, rehearsing more, and we just became that much more close knit. And you know, doing the gigs without you was proper weird, but we managed it. But then even when the prospect of doing the tour without you as well,
that was a big panic.
That was a big kind of. But what my point is that we got on with it. We thought, like, you know, we all have to do this. Yes, one option could be like, because you're not well, we just don't do it. But none of us was like, we don't want to do that. So, you know, we can.
At the very least, like, I was hoping I could just get enough together to sing like the power of metal. Like, you could just wheel me on stage. Like, 75 year like Ozzy, you just wheel me out and I'm going to sing this song for you. And then we'll be up again. Yes, I'm going to sit down and be oxygen mask on. But no, luckily it cleared up. Just about
it did.
time.
So I think that's helped a lot, and I think we're all obviously kind of like where we are at the moment. It's like the new tunes are all really good, even though they're kind of not new to us anymore. But there's certainly tunes that people have not heard yet that we've still been writing and working on. And just getting to do the tour and getting to experience that, and actually getting the experience of playing different venues and just playing live 4 nights in a row, or you know, whatever it is, kind of thing. Like it's all just good practice, isn't it? It's just
I think that's made a big difference actually, going on tour and having those 4 nights in a row and having the time to set up the way we want to, and just having the length of set as well, actually, to play 40-45 minutes up to an hour if we wanted to.
Because we never get to do that.
we very rarely.
I mean, 45, what?
The biggest problem about having an average song length of just over 5 minutes is you never get to play any more than 5 songs. There were 4 minutes left at the end of a set, like, well, bye.
That's us. Because it does, the sets always seem really short, because we do play like 5 songs, and I think
actually the semi-final flew in.
Yeah,
like the Metal and Massey semi-final literally flew in. Like, we're like, how are we on the last song? How are we on the last song already? Came on stage and we're like, no, that was a solid 26 minutes.
And I think the Metal All Day is going to be the same as well. But what I do remember from the semi-final was watching the other bands and being like, you know, like for him, 10 songs.
How's it been on so long? It's like, no, they're only 20 minutes in.
It always feels like that, doesn't it, when you wait to play.
But I know what you mean, but I think it's just because we just enjoy it so much. I mean, the time does it just flies in when you're playing live, like. So the semi-final was obviously like really good, and you know, thankfully they decided to run heats in Dundee, which just made life a hell of a lot easier for us in general. Kind of
we're very lucky to have that.
Totally, just like right there.
It's even the semi as well in Dundee as well. Very lucky to have
that. We're lucky for that. But super excited about going to the final. Like, absolutely, like, can't wait.
Yeah, it's a really, really good build. Really good build.
You guys were at the final last year, so at least you guys.
It was a really good show. It's a brilliant show.
But I'm just. I can't wait to get up on that stage and just in front of all these people and just absolutely smash it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we're gonna, like...
Yeah, I'm super excited to be in the final myself. Like, it's just, it feels like progress for us to get there. Feels like a bit of validation for all our hard work.
Absolutely.
Now I just want to just go there and give it our all and just let it be known that we are about, you know what I mean? No matter what happens, I just want, you know, people from Bloodstock to see us and we can be in their minds, as it were. So
it's like the perfect way to cap it off. Like you coming back, being ready to perform with us playing the tour, getting further than we ever did in Metal to the Masses, and then getting to play Bloodstock would just be the perfect way to cap it off.
Yeah, it'd be a year, a real kind of turnaround in fortunes. Yeah. Considering where we were.
It was a bit bleak for a while.
This last year, we didn't know he was coming back.
We had to take like 6 months off, so we didn't know what was happening.
I mean, I know everybody, you know, the one thing is that we're all suffering together. Well, that's really fucking
really,
you know what I mean, though?
It did weigh heavy on us all.
We've all been ill, we've all asked questions of it, we've all asked like where's it going, what are we doing, and now like I'd just like to say I feel like since then last year I feel like we've all really turned it around and made such a concerted effort to like up our game and push it further than we've ever done before, and like that's really, I've found that really motivational. It's really spurred me on, and I feel like we're bonded and we're closer together than we've ever been because of that. And
definitely,
as you say, Mike, it's well said. Like going on tour and then getting to the final is very apropos of all the effort that we put in and the turnaround from where we were a year ago mentally. Yeah, so it's good.
Which is validation for our hard work.
It's validation,
Just getting to the final itself is just a major achievement for us because, as I said, we have, I think this has been the third attempt that we've actually done Metal to the Masses. Obviously, like me and Robbie have been to Bloodstock a good couple of times now as well, so we really enjoy the festival and stuff like that. Anyway, it's a great festival, but you know, at the same time, we kind of know the layout sort of thing. Naughty.
Team's ready.
Hurry up and get the box.
Because obviously we know festival and we like really love it and that as well. The fact that we've got to the final is amazing, and that like says that's a major achievement. We should all be so proud for that alone. I think in terms of the final, it's a case of it's us getting on a bigger stage, a bigger platform, if you like.
Absolutely.
So people that maybe don't know who we are and what we do, this is a really good opportunity for us to fucking show them exactly what the fuck we do.
That's it. Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean?
That's it.
So I'm excited about that. Obviously, I'd absolutely love to win it, but you know I can imagine that the caliber of the bands and stuff like that.
The bar is very high.
Even the bands that we played against in the heats, never mind the semis, were all of a really high caliber. Because I mean, we've discovered some great bands through this as well. Like Uganda's Moonshine Epidemic. First round, we're like, holy crap, where these guys come from? And then Puppy Kickers last time out. Genuinely sat there in the crowd going, what is this?
Yeah. There was definitely a lot of good stuff. But as I said, for me, obviously, yes, love to win it, like I'm sure we all do. But first and foremost, it's an experience for us to actually do the final, you know, and see what that feels like, and you know, kind of in terms of actually performing. I mean, but also it just gets our music to more ears, more eyes, more people. Do you know what I mean? Just to kind of be like, oh shit, you know what I mean? So
mind when bands used to sound like this.
Yeah, but maybe that's what it is, though. I was just looking for something
fresh air.
A bit. Well, it's not new because it kind of sounds a bit.
Well, I know. I think we've got our own spin on it. I think there's enough in the mix that the old folks will go, oh, hang on, I get that. The new folks will go, this is something new.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why I'm confident. Like, you know, we'll do well regardless. at the final, because I think we'll just be able to get up there and just fucking, as I said, just melt some brains.
Yeah.
Just like
Get up there, smash it, and make an impression.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
So it's like super excited, looking forward to it. Like definitely, it's going to be awesome.
Absolutely.